morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Moyo. Welcome to today's market color being the 13th of September 2024. It's so good to have you here. Mr. Moyo, you are the only one here for now, right? All right. All right, we would usually like to do this for every time we appear here. Please share the link to this market color with everyone on your various socials, right? I'll be giving us 30 seconds to do that so that others can also be partaker of these good tidings that we bring to you every day. Please share the link and spread the news, right? On your various socials, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, what have you. Please share this link with everyone and we will be proceeding from there. So I was still in the process of sharing the link with everyone in our various social media platforms, right? We'll just start with the analysis for today. If anyone comes in late, they can always catch up with today's analysis on YouTube. For the XY and our monthly time frame, you can see that price is still maintaining its bullishness, right? We haven't seen any change of character, no break of structure. All we're seeing is just a retracement after price tapped into this other block on our monthly time frame. And for our weekly time frame too, what are we seeing? Right, the overall trend is to the upside. And what we're seeing right here is price is presently at this low on our weekly time frame. What I want to see price doing today is price taking out this very low here, right? I'm just going to mark the low. So we should see price sweeping out this low and subsequently coming for this on our weekly time frame. And for our daily time frame rather, you can see that price is steady forming higher highs and lower lows and lower highs rather. So I'm just going to flip my most recent swing from point A to point B. All right, we can see that price actually taps into this fair value gap, which coincides with that 8.2% fib level. And we're seeing a reaction of that point. If you remember our analysis on Wednesday, we actually said that we are buying into a point of interest and selling off that point once price gets into it. And what we're seeing right now is that what we said on Wednesday already played out and price tapped into 38.2% fib level, and we're seeing a reaction of it. And for our 4-hour time frame too, right, we're not seeing any break of structure to the upside to resume our buys. What we're rather seeing is break to the downside, and I'm just going to fib from point A to point B. Right, price retraced into 50% fib level, and we're seeing a push to the downside. So what I'm looking out for today is that price is coming for this low on our 4-hour time frame. Price is taking out this low with candle body and the wicks to the downside. So there's still further push to the downside for DXY on our 4-hour time frame. Right, we haven't seen anything, any break of structure and change of character for us to resume our buy and aligning with the higher time frames, right? So there's still further push to the downside, Price is definitely, price will, I don't want to use the word definitely, but price should come for this low, right? Price should really clear this low on our 4-hour time frame. And for our 1-hour time frame too, pretty much the same thing. I see price coming for this low, right? Price has already taken out this low on our 1-hour time frame. So what I'm looking out for is a bit of a exhibiting of a retracement and a base resistance formation and continuation with a 5-minute bullish variation, and I will be taking the sell on the XY. So my outlook for the XY for today is a sell to clear our 4-hour low, right? Once I see retracement on our 1-hour time frame and my base resistance being formed with continuation and my 5 minutes bullish variation, bearish variation, I beg your pardon, I will be taking the sell on the XY. So we'll be going to GU to see what's going on there. On our monthly time frame, we can see that price is still maintaining its bearishness for GBP USD, and on our weekly time frame too, right? We can see that price has actually taken out this high. This high has been taken out on our weekly time frame, and this has been taken out. So what we saw was price tapping into this resistance, right, where resistance becomes support and see some push to the upside. Where do we see price going to on our weekly time frame? I will keep saying this. I see price targeting this high and this other block rather on our weekly time frame. So price should trade into this other block, and we should be expecting the reaction when price gets into this other block on our weekly time frame. And for our daily time frame too, right? I'm just going to be feeding from point A to point B. Right, so we saw some tap into this level, 38.2% fib level, right, which coincides with this high, right? Price tapped into this high, coinciding with 38.2% fib level, and we're seeing it push to the upside. Price should come for this high. Because this is our daily time frame, so we will not be seeing it playing out in a day. But into next week, price should clear out this high on our daily time frame. Right? Right. So price is actually coming for 1.32584 price levels on our daily time frame, and for our time frame too. Right, on Wednesday we actually filled the most obvious swing. And what are we seeing right now? Price actually tapped into 50% fib level, and you're seeing it push to the upside. Where do I see price coming into? I see price clearing this high, right, first, and eventually coming for this high on our 4-hour time frame. So we're still maintaining our bullishness for GBP USD on our 1-hour time frame today. I actually saw something really very interesting. A shoulder, a sweep, a break. Price should return into the shoulder and continue its bullishness to take out the highs on our 4-hour time frame, right? So this is my outlook for today on GBP USD, right? I'm still maintaining my buy. So once price gets to 1.30506, you can be warming up to take the buy, right? All the way to the 4-hour high. All the way to the 4-hour high. So once I see price trading into this shoulder, I'll be looking out for my base support formation and continuation in my bullish version on my 5 minutes time frame. So we always want to buy when price is at discount, and this is a discount level. So once price gets here, I will be warming up to take my buy on GBP USD. So last on my list will be Euro USD. My monthly time frame still maintaining bearishness. On the weekly time frame, right, price actually tapped into this resistance point, and we're seeing a reaction of that point. And for our daily time frame too, we can see that price has actually broken higher, right? And if we're going to feed our most recent and obvious swing, price got to 50% fib level when we're seeing some push to the upside. Where do I see price coming to? I see price clearing out this high first, right? And eventually it's high. Like the overall outlook for today and moving forward, because we know that each candle forms in a day. So price will not play out and take out this high in a day. But looking forward and going into next week, I see price taking out these highs. And for our 4-hour time frame too, what is my outlook for today? I'm just going to flip from point A to point B. Flip from point A to point B, and price is at 78.6% fib level. Right? Price actually traded into this fair value gap here on our 4-hour time frame, right? Coinciding with 78.6% fib level, right? Good levels for price to, trade into and continue its buy to the upside. And that's what we're seeing playing out right now. So price is clearing this high for today. I see price clearing out this high on our 4-hour time frame. Right, on my 1-hour time frame, I'm going to be waiting for a retracement, right, at least into this high where resistance will be becoming support. And then I will see my base support formation and continuation, right, with my 5-minute bullish variation, right? After I see that forming, I will be taking the buy on Euro USD. So on the XY, I'm still maintaining my sell bias on Euro USD and GBP USD. I am maintaining my my buy bias, right? Sell the XY, buy GU and EU, right? A point of interest for the buy of Euro USD, right? Once price gets into one spot, 10512, we should be warming up for our buys on Euro USD. I really am not seeing any box pattern being formed. So once price gets into this high, I will be looking out for my base support formation and continuation with other layers. So that will be the end of my analysis. We'll be having Lekon after this very short break to analyze precious metals and yen basket. Please, if you have questions so far, please ask them, type them in the chat box, and we'll be attending to them. And this is just to bring to your notice that we'll be having our affiliate program today by 7 p.m. So we'll be dropping the link in the group chat. Please join in and partake of it, right? It's for you. And we'll also be having the ATM cash flow training by next week, the 18th of September to the 20th of September, 2024. You would really want to sign up for that course. So if there are no questions, we'll be going on a very brief break. And after that, we'll be having the Gold Master right before us. Thank you so much. Have a very amazing trading day.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the market call brought to you by the Value Trading Hub and powered by our broker Octa. So this morning, I'll be going straight into the analysis of the precious metal. And I believe every one of us, we are getting to see the chart well. All right, so let's quickly take a move. I want to know, just let me know in the chat box if you can see my screen and we'll move further. You can see my screen. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know. All right, just let me know in the chat box if you can see my screen, the chat, and also you can hear me loud and clear. All right, thank you so much, Moyo Sore. Okay, so the precious metal we're starting with, that's a very good analysis from Cynthia. Now, if you look at the precious metal, yesterday we saw how the precious metal broke out of the range, and at the same time creating a new all-time high again. And this is a very big one, a very big concern for the precious metal. And as we all can see, it's already moved all the way to the outside there. So this is just a very clear confirmation of what price is doing. Now, if you look at it from the weekly time frame, let's even start from the monthly time frame to see what exactly is going on. Now, you've seen from the October 23rd, October 2023 last year, the precious metal has been on a bullish run, and this almost a year now for the precious metal long all through since October 2023. This is almost 2 years rather, 2023. October 2023, October 2024. Yes, just a year, almost 12 months. Now, you can see how far it has already moved all the way to the upside. And in this long, we've not really seen any major retracement. Every retracement we're just seeing is just little pullback and break out again. Now, after few range again, you're going to see it breaking out. So this morning again, we've seen the all-time high of the precious metal that we've never seen before. Precious metal getting to the 2570 level. That is a very, very strong one. We've not seen that on the chart before. You can drag it all the way to the back. You won't see anything there. Everything we've been seeing is been a very long one till 2570 level this morning. So let's quickly look at it from the weekly time frame again. After this range, we actually said it's going to break out, and we've seen the breakout. And sometimes 3 weeks ago, we thought the 2530 level, 2532 level is the all-time high until we saw what happened yesterday again, how it broke out from that level again, and it keeps on moving. And we are going to see, if you look at the SY very well, as Cynthia analyzed, now the precious metal is breaking and creating all-time high, but the DSY is not really creating an all-time low. It's just sitting within the range and selling to the downside again. And that is a very big concern. That's a very big concern. All right. So if you look at it on the daily time frame now, on the daily time frame, yesterday, I think because we didn't analyze the precious metal yesterday, we are going to notice that after this all-time high, one thing we discovered about the precious metal is whenever it creates, liquidity at the top here, we are going to see the forceful move to the upside to play something. You can see that pattern, on the chart some months back. Again, you can see that pattern. Anytime you see like double or triple top like this, just be expecting a breakout. And that's exactly the same thing we saw here, that we expect the breakout. But we were thinking, on Monday, I think, yes, that should be, no, last week, Friday, we're thinking declare this particular candle we are seeing here of all this liquidity here on Friday during NFP. That was our analysis that is going to clear this place and begin to sell. And we saw how it cleared it and begin to sell, thinking this will hold as the all-time high. But yesterday, again, when we now see that price came back again on Thursday to join them in building liquidity at that place, we knew yesterday, on Wednesday rather, we knew Thursday is going to be a clear of that level. Just that most times you may not see a very direct and clean entry join that buy. All right. So on the 4-hour time frame, what are we seeing on the 4-hour time frame for the precious metal? Is being a long all through. You can see range and breakout. So that is what we are seeing currently now for the precious metal. Okay. So what we may now want to see is when we begin to see some level of market structure shift within this zone, maybe on our 30-minute time frame or 1 hour time frame, we begin to see some market structure shift there. All we just do is draw your Fibonacci from this level all the way to this place and see where the retracement will get to before the buy continues. But the overall move now for the precious metal is now a buy, is all going all the way to the upside. So until we see a very clear, market structure shift, that's when we now begin to say, okay, we want to short it. But right now, everything is still very much bullish to the upside. And you can see how price is just breaking to the upside. However, let's take note of this particular level that has served as a very strong resistance for a long while. Good. So when price comes back into this zone, into this particular level, when price comes back into this particular level, we expect price to, there should be some level of reaction back to the upside from this level here, unless if price is going to break through. All right, so if you see it on the 1 hour time frame, let's mark that level. Good. So when price gets to this level, there's high tendency price also push a little bit down into this particular order block that we have here before price continues to the upside again. So just let's mark that level well and we work with it. That is something somewhere like this place. Yeah. So that is what we would be looking out for the buy of the precious metal. All right. So this is it right here. So when price gets to this other block here, yes, we want to look for the continuation of the buy. But until we see a market structure shift here, we are not selling anything. It's still a buy trend. And if we see a continuation inside of this particular long, but I am of the opinion that there should still be some level of pullback before the long continues all the way to the upside. All right. So if you look at it on the 30-minute time frame too, it's been a very long day. You can see it all throughout yesterday. Yesterday was even a very funny day as it did over 500 pips to the upside. That is very, very weird. Over 500 pips to the upside. That's a normal thing for the precious metal to do. Now, if you now come to the lower time frame, the 3 minutes, we've not seen any market structure shift. So just let's wait until we see our boss pattern, then we may give it a try to see where exactly are we heading to on the chart. All right. So a quick one, let's quickly get to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket. Now for the yen basket, remember our analysis on Monday that we are expecting the yen basket to rally all the way to clear this level we mark here, and you see that happen as the yen basket cleared that on Tuesday. See how price cleared that level there on Wednesday, rather, our price came to clear that level and begin to pull back to the downside. Now we said if price clear this level and the candle closes above this level that we mark, then the long continues. But if it does not, then we want to see it pull back a little bit more to this particular zone and continue its bullish move. But it seems like yesterday, yes, the candle closes below it, and this morning we've seen the rally begun again. But now we are looking at, okay, if this candle now keep moving up, then if today's candle closes above this zone, then next week is going to be a long for the yen basket for us to long the yen basket against this other correlated pair. Now, if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, it becomes much more clearer. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we saw our price closes above that level. Now, that is giving us a level of concern that seems more like the bullish run of the yen basket has resumed. So that is it right now, and that's what we are seeing now because these guys closed above that level. The reason why we mark that level is because of the liquidity at this particular zone. So all we are expecting is price just grab liquidity and come all the way back down. Like this candle we are seeing here should be this one here. But we saw our price close above it. Like, yes, I grabbed the liquidity, but I'm sitting there, I'm not coming down. And we see it just pull back a bit and it's continuing to the upside now. So this may be the continuation of the bullish run for the yen basket. So if we check it on the 1 hour time frame too, we've seen on the 1 hour time frame everything is still very much bullish. We've not seen a clear break to the downside for the yen basket. We've been bullish since the breakout from that long range to the downside that we saw. So now this is now a confirmation of what we are expecting. Now today may still be a bullish day for the yen basket, except if we have some other news which we are going to check towards the end of the analysis this morning. All right, so that is what we are seeing currently on the yen basket. Let's quickly take a look at GBPJPY, which is the yen corrected pair. Now, if you look at GBPJPY on the weekly time frame particularly, we can see on the weekly time frame, we saw where price actually reacted from the last time during the sell-off, seeing how price reacted from it. And at the same time, we said that we are expecting it to come all the way to a flip zone here. Now, this flip zone may not be clear here, but if you go to the daily and 4-hour time frame, it becomes much more clearer. And that is why we saw price rally into that level and begin to short from that place. Now that we are now seeing some level of push to the upside on the yen basket, now this is likely going to be the continuation of the sell. Now that this other block already defend price here the first time, the first coming down right now may clear it out. And where are we expecting price to come and clear? Liquidity that we have below here. This particularly, this low may be protected, and at the same time, it may be cleared all the way to the downside. And if this level is cleared to the downside, where are we expecting price to react from to the upside again? We're expecting price to come all the way into this other block here. Remember, this is the weekly time frame. That is how we build our case all the way to the lower time frame. So we expect price to clear liquidity here and tap back into this weekly order block before we see some level of reaction to the upside. Now, since we are seeing this on the GBP/JPY, can we look for a confluence on the yen basket that is going to support this particular move here too? So let's quickly take a look back into the yen basket on the weekly time frame. Now, if you look at the yen basket on the weekly time frame, we have something similar to here, somewhere here. You can see the other block that we have here. So it's telling us that when the yen basket rallies all the way into this zone and we see price gets to this zone, then we are expecting price to, turn to the downside. There should be some level of reaction here. And if price gets there, remember, this is just a normal thing for the yen basket. You may see all this as price closes. If price closes here today, it's just a 1 week move, even just few days move for the yen basket just to rally all the way to this place, and we begin to see that sharp move to the downside. Now that we see the corrected move on the yen basket right now, let's go back to GBP/JPY. We are going to see the same thing that we are expecting there. This is it now. So all we are expecting now is the sell-off of GBP/JPY first to clear liquidity around this level and tap into this weekly order block before we see the reaction all the way to the upside. All right, so to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, we saw what happened on Wednesday. So that our price tapped into this daily order block and reacted back to the upside. Now these are the things that we should always take note of. We see some strong points on the higher time frame. The lower time frame should just be our confirmation of what we do. Like I would always say that the higher time frame controls the lower time frame. However, the lower time frame makes up the higher time frame. Now, on the daily time frame, we saw what price reacted to on Wednesday, which is this other block here. But knowing fully well that from the weekly time frame, we are still expecting price to come all the way, clear liquidity down here, and still go a bit more to the downside into the weekly order block, which we are seeing here. Now, if you zoom out well, you are going to see a level of confluence too on the daily time frame supporting. You can see this particular move here now supporting our move there. Now I'm seeing something here more like a shoulder here. If you can see it with me. I think I'm going to use here. Now this, can you see this here? Our price swept this low and begin to, so that is why we may, if price enters that weekly order block, then we may see just, you can see the shoulder pattern here. You can see the sweep and the possible break. Price has not come all the way to tap into it. And you can see there's also another block there. So this is actually a very strong POI, even on the daily time frame. And we see how liquidity is already built at this particular zone, at which we expect price to come and take out on the daily time frame. And price is already approaching it gradually. And this particular order block has already been tapped into, so we expect price to play it all the way to the downside, clear everything to the downside. You get a point now until it gets to this level that we mark here, the 168.048 level. Now, if you check it on the 4-hour time frame, you are going to notice for 4 hours, what are we seeing on the 4-hour time frame? Now, on 4-hour time frame, we still have a level where price may still react to, which is this particular OB here. You can see it just seated inside of this place, but the reaction there may not be that long. Back to the upside may not be that long. You may just see like a 50 pips move. However, price should come back again, clear it out, and remember the overall target is still very much to the downside. Now, on the 1-hour time frame, the now trend, what exactly are we looking out to see on the 1-hour time frame? Now, this is more of a shoulder pattern. If you've seen it very well, you can see this is the sweep, and see the bottom move and the break to the upside, and we expect price to come back to this place. So the now trend, the now trade for GBP JPY is just this, and we can see inside of it, we see the IOFPD built already inside it. So we may just see price, come a little bit more, clear the Asian low, then tap into this zone that we have, this shoulder here, and you can see the fair value graph, IOFPD left and right. Our price may still tap into it, then begin to push to the upside. But let's refine the whole of this zone on the lower time frame. Let's check 30 minutes to see what exactly is going on at that particular level, and where are we seeing price coming to. Good, great. So this is here particularly, you can see another move here. So let's refine it more to this place. Great. So we see the shoulder, and inside the shoulder right there, you can see the fair value gap seated inside the shoulder right there. So that is case number 2, that we expect price to come a bit, tap into that level and push up a bit, even if it is 30 to 50 pips, just to deliver and continue its overall move to the downside. Now to the lower time frame again, can we still see anything on the lower time frame? Very great, clean and clear. Now there's something on 30 minutes. You can see the 30-minute order block there. You can see this rejection candle here on the 30-minute time frame, and inside of it is also an IOFPD that you see here. So just let's mark that level out a bit, expecting that price should tap into it. This is how you refine your, your SL to the barest minimum, your SL to the Now, normally you will have entered somewhere around this place, but you can see where price can, even if you enter somewhere here and you see price still going down, you won't panic, because you know where price is still heading to. Just that price may still get all the way to this place. Now, to that 15-minute time frame, which is the now trend, if you want to trade the now trade, you can see where we mark on the 15-minute time frame. You see the order block there, you see the fair value graph there, the shoulder right there at the top there. So which means the whole of this place, this as number 1, the first zone for the buy, and this should be the first zone for price to react back to the upside, with SL below this week. So that will be about SL. Wow, that's amazing. And TP somewhere at the top here, the eye of the day. So that is about almost 160. That's very wild. See, this is a bit wild, All right. So that is the first one. And at the same time, the second move is where you have it somewhere here, which would be still a very bit manageable. You can see that very still manageable when price gets to this particular level. And this is going to be the level I may be looking out for when price enters into this zone. And you can see what is there. So if you refine it more to the 5 minute time frame, you are going to see it much more clearer again. On the 5 minute time frame, it should be much more clearer how that we want to see price good. Now on the 5 minute time frame, it now becomes, you see the requirement again of 5 minutes is very, very much inside good. Now on 5 minutes, we now see the real levels inside here, which is this zone that we see here, and this gap inside of it. So you may want to refine if you see price still coming back down, 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 and price gets here, this may be your last entry for the buy of GBP, JPY with this other block seated inside of it and this fair value gap right inside of this level. You get the point now. So that is it. This is the move again for the good one, and we have these two, which is also the fair value gap. So if we go back to 15-minute time frame, we are going to see it much more clearly good, and this is exactly what it is. You can see this is now the refined zone right on the frame, and if you do that all the way to the downside, you see that that is very, very purest minimum. So you can see what exactly is inside that level. So that is for GBP JPY. Now a quick one to AUD JPY. What has been going on for AUD JPY so far? If you look at AUD JPY right from the daily time frame, it has similar pattern with GBP JPY too. Why? Because they are all in the level of the yen baskets. Also, they are yen correlated pairs. Get the point now? They are yen correlated pairs. However, the GBP JPY has direct correlation with that yen basket. You can see it right from their chart there too. You can see it right there. But for AUD JPY, for this AUD USD, sorry, for AUD JPY, you're going to see almost and similar price action. Good. You can see this is it right here. You can see what price is really coming to do here. But we've not seen how price is tap into this particular level here. And if you look at it, I think I saw something around this level on the good. Look at the monthly time frame. You see how price has already built liquidity below here, and we're expecting it just to push a bit to the downside more. Now, on the daily time frame for AUD JPY, you are going to notice there is still some more level that price is still expected to come into. Great, which is the, you see all this diagonal liquidity that we have here are still expected to be taken out, and you see the daily order block inside of this zone. So we are still expecting AUD JPY to tank a little bit more to that level. So the now trend, the now trade of AUD JPY, if we look at it on the 4-hour time frame, you see that there's still a very much room for it to come, as we have the 4-hour order block that has not been tapped into by AUD JPY right now. And you can see how price is just coming all the way into it to the downside. All right, all the way to the downside. So that is the move for AUD JPY. This is it here. And if you look at it on the 1-hour time frame, you are going to see the move of AUD JPY inside. Okay, yesterday, this was the trade I took yesterday to the downside. Now, if you look at the 1-hour time frame of AUD JPY, you are still going to see that price has high tendency to come and clear all this level to the downside, all to the downside. And at the same time, you know where price is going to on the 4-hour time frame. So this particular order block on the 4-hour time frame of AUD JPY, all you need to do is refine it to the barest minimum, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, to see and make sure your stop loss is very, very tiny. Meaning when price enters this zone, go to your 5 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes to refine exactly where the price is likely to turn back from, but your SL is going to be somewhere below here. So that is going to be all for the NPS and also for the precious metal. If there's any question, you can easily type in the chat box and let's quickly address it as fast as possible. Any question, please? Okay, what are the news we are expecting today? I don't think we have much. We have few for today. Just let's check the news factory to see what exactly we have for today. Today is going to be some level of quiet. You can see there are not much, significant news there today, and you can see what the uh, news site look much more like. All right, so all is make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy. Oh, Moyosore said, can you provide more clarity on SAUSD, what to expect, or the now trade or something? Oh, we've analyzed SAUSD earlier. You can see that what we are expecting on the precious metal is still in a very strong buy zone, and the buy where we are looking to join the buy is still below, meaning if we see a market structure shift of where price is currently, then we can easily follow price to the upside again. Okay, just look at it quickly. You can see that currently we've not seen any market structure shift on the precious metal currently. You can see it's still very much bullish, particularly if you look at it on the 1 hour time frame. You see our price is still very much to the upside. So what we are expecting is that flip zone that is created on 4 hour time frame, where price broke out from, we expect price to retrace all the way back into it. But we won't be buying when price just gets exactly to this particular zone here. What we are expecting to see here right now is price still tapping into this zone here, which will mark on the 1 hour time frame this particular order block here. So when price gets here, we expect to tap into this order block here with a fair value gap inside of this particular level. So this particular level is a buy zone, continuation of the buy zone. But are we going to buy here? We can't buy here. Price is currently at premium. You can't just jump into any buy here. Even if you go to your 15-minute time frame, there is no any entry. I've not seen any major entry for the buy. Unless if you just want to risk it that, okay, I'm seeing 15-minute order block here, fair value gap, okay, price tap into it, just let me gamble it and put my SL below here. Now it's going to be a two-sided sword, which can easily slay anybody. All right, so just make sure you trade cautiously if that's what you want to do. But right now, until we see a clear market structure shift around this particular zone, as a matter of fact, I am still of the opinion that price should still clear this high more. Like, okay, this the Asian high right now, okay, we've seen price clearing it a little bit, but we want to see a very plain and clear of this high. Then when we now see a market structure shift to the downside, we can now easily follow price all the way to that zone we are expecting it. Even on the 15-minute time frame, we can see the IOF inside of this particular zone. You can see it, fair value gap here and fair value gap to this side. So we can easily follow it through. And at the same time, even there is a shoulder there. You can see the bot pattern there, the sweep of this level, the massive break of it. I think we should draw that out so we can all take note of it. This is the shoulder inside of this particular level here. So this is more of the buy zone for the precious metal. Until price gets here, then we can easily join the buy again. This is it. This is the shoulder. This is the sweep. This is the partial break, and we expect price to, pull back all the way into this shoulder. And just before this shoulder, we have the fair value gap inside it here. And even if you go to the higher time frame, inside of all that scenario that we have there, there is this other block seated inside of it, and we have the fair value gap even inside of that level. That is how we view the case for our trading. You get the point now. So that is exactly what we are looking out for. So I believe, sorry, I've been able to answer your question, right? So if there is any other question, let's know before we call it today. And remember, ATM cash flow is coming up soon, and make sure you join. Is going to be a very great one. If code is not giving you entry, you can, enjoy trading synthetic very, very well. It's going to be a very nice one, trading synthetic too. And you get your full cash there. So we are going to teach you how to trade synthetic profitably. At the same time, we are giving you our customized indicator that we also use to trade the synthetic market. So it's going to be a very great time next week as the class starts next week. Make sure you register. The registration for the synthetic class is just for 150,000 naira, but we are giving a discount of 50,000 currently. So you get to pay 100,000 naira if you pay between today and Monday. You get to get that bonus of 50,000 naira. And after the training, we also give an extra course on currency trading too. We give you as a bonus to the ATM cash flow training. So make sure you register for that. It's just for 100,000 naira. It's called the ATM cash flow. You can reach out to us on any of our social media handle on Instagram, WhatsApp. You get to reach us, and we are going to give you the best that you truly deserve. All right. So this is going to be the end of this morning market color. Till we meet again during the New York session, make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy. Till we meet again by 3 p.m. and make more sharing. Cheers and God bless.